You have successfully joined the webcast. Please stand by. The meeting will begin shortly. You have successfully joined the webcast. Please stand by. The meeting will begin shortly. You have successfully joined the webcast. Please stand by. The meeting will begin shortly. You have successfully joined the webcast. Please stand by. The meeting will begin shortly. You have successfully joined the webcast. Please stand by. The meeting will begin shortly.
Good morning, everyone. I'm calling to order the meeting of the directors of the USA Niagara Development Corporation for Thursday, September 5th, 2024. I'd like to note for the record that this meeting is being webcast. I will also note for the record that the public was given the opportunity to comment on the agenda items by submitting their written comments by 4:30 p.m. on Tuesday. I'd like to further note for the record that no comments were received from the public concerning today's agenda items. The directors have received the relevant written materials in advance of today's meeting and are free to ask questions at any time. Before we begin with the substantive portion of the meeting, I'd like to ask the directors whether anyone has any potential conflict of interest with respect to the items on the agenda. If so, please make an appropriate disclosure on the record at this time. We will make sure to recuse yourself from any discussion or vote regarding such item. I don't believe there is any. So our first order of business is the approval of the minutes of the June 26th, 2024 directors meeting. Are there any questions, comments, additions, or deletions to that agenda? To those meeting minutes? We also do not have any comments from the public regarding those items. If not, can I have a motion for approval?
I'll move approval.
And may I have my second? All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? No. Thank you. The motion carries. I'd like to now call upon Anthony Velardo to present the next and final item on today's agenda, authorization to enter into a contract for construction services as it relates to the Gorge Gateway Park and Hydraulic Power Plaza. Anthony?
Thank you, Chairman Del Monte. Following our acquisition in 2019 of over 30 properties, we undertook a formal strategy to ensure that new development is done in a thoughtful manner that responds to the character of the downtown Niagara Falls landscape. Our downtown development strategy illustrated a range of interim interventions and attainable development guidelines to reimagine a more vibrant downtown in the near future while building momentum and continuing to promote sustainable dynamic growth over time. Implementation of the development strategy includes the construction of several public infrastructure investments, including a series of heritage-themed gateways to better connect downtown amenities with the natural assets of the state park. On June 26th of this year, the Board of Directors at USA Niagara approved the general project plan for the Gorge Gateway Park and Hydraulic Power Plaza project, which is phase 1 of the Heritage Gateways construction, which will focus on the site work at the Hydraulic Power Plaza and the Gorge Gateway Park at the corner of Main and First Streets. Gorge Gateway Park will transform approximately 2.27 acres of a city-owned vacant land, formerly DeFranco Park, into a multi-use recreational space to act as a transition between the natural setting of the Niagara Falls State Park and the dense urban setting of downtown Niagara Falls. The park will include an event lawn for gatherings and picnicking, woodland gardens and a walking path with benches, stormwater meadows to capture and store rainwater on site, and a seawall terrace which will allow views to the rest of the site while providing seating and an accessible path from the top of the site to the bottom of the site while traversing an approximate 12 feet of elevation drop. The Hydraulic Power Plaza will be built on vacant land between 1st and 2nd Streets. The approximate 1.4 acre plaza will follow the alignment of the historic hydraulic canal that once ran through the site to power early industry and electric generation. The plaza will include landscaping, informal seating areas, a small play structure, an array of lights supported by steel structures inspired by the historic transmission line, and a 105-foot long misting fountain that invokes the former canal. The plaza is also designed to accommodate a temporary ice rink in the winter months. In addition to providing a new connection from the state park to downtown Niagara Falls, the plaza will become an amenity for adjacent future developments to be constructed on the surrounding state-owned land. Following construction, the plaza will remain a public amenity owned and operated by New York State agencies. In order to procure a qualified contractor, USA Niagara advertised in the New York State Contract Reporter on June 24th. One bid was received on July 29th at 4 p.m. USA Niagara is proposing to enter into a contract with the lowest responsive bidder, which is Scott Lawn Yard Incorporated. Their base bid price is $13,831,212. Scott Lawn Yard is a Niagara County-based company that has provided a wide variety of construction services aimed at municipalities, public agencies, developers, and general contractors for 39 years. They have previously performed work for several public agencies, including the cities of Niagara Falls and Buffalo, New York State Parks, the Erie Canal Harbor Development Corporation, and USA Niagara. To that end, we are asking the directors, first, to make a determination of responsibility with respect to the proposed contractor, and 2, to authorize USA Niagara to enter into a contract with Scott Lawn Yard for an amount not to exceed $13,831,212, and to authorize the taking of all related actions. Thank you.
Thank you, Anthony. Are there any questions or comments from the directors regarding this item? Well, I have a comment.
Yes.
One, I like that area, that 2.27 acres is being redeveloped and has a historic character and scope to it. It's a nicer usage of the property. 2, I like anything that involves water. I will make that my legacy to this agency from this point forward. But anything that involves the history of this community, this city, which is really all about power, electricity, and water, is something that we should promote every chance we get with every project that we do. I don't know what New York thinks about this, but I'm going to say that right now. I want every project to involve some type of water feature because it's such an important aspect to the history and the future of this community. So anyway, I really do like this project, and I specifically like that Scott Lawn Yard is actually the final contract. It's nice to have a Niagara County business win this type of project.
The scope of the temporary ice, is it a rink size? What are we thinking?
It could be, the city has expressed a desire to have some opportunity to do outdoor skating downtown again, like you say, like a plaza, but it would be something that is brought in and taken out on a seasonal basis.
Right.
So depending on, that would be up to them to determine, the size and, find someone that would provide that service.
Up to Scott or the city?
Up to the city.
Okay.
It was the city's desire to have outdoor skating, so we said, we can give you an opportunity to do so.
There would be space for it.
There would be space, it would be constructed in a manner that you could plop down a temporary ice rink for the winter months that could then be removed in the spring.
And large enough for hockey.
Oh,
outdoor hockey.
That would be,
I mean,
again,
I'm just,
Yeah.
I understand the city, but I'm just saying the space.
oh, yeah, you could accommodate, I mean, it's
There's
100
bigger-
feet
yeah.
wide by
Would be the
4.
full length of the
No, but it's.
Right,
Yeah,
but there's enough
yeah,
space
there's
there
enough space.
to
It's a good question.
Yeah.
arrange
something-
it so that it could be a full ice.
Yeah, Hargreaves Jones, our landscape architect, they looked at a number of outdoor sizes and they plotted them down from different, like,
It can be, yeah.
they used One Fountain Plaza in Buffalo, they had one in Boston. They had like 4 or 5 that they were able to, like, take the shape of it and plop it down and show you could orientate.
I don't think it'd be the
everything.
size of an NHL rink, but yeah, you could do
But
something
regular,
outside.
like, yeah, okay. Not that I'm going to play, but I would like to
Get some
see it
tots out
happen.
there.
Yeah.
the other thing that's important to this is that it's not going to be locally maintained.
Yeah.
I hate to say that, I mean, but I don't think the city can take on another maintenance, operation and
Yeah,
maintenance.
so we're
So
working
I'm
with state
kind of glad that the
parks,
state is going to be
state parks on that.
overseeing it. Anybody else? We don't have any comments from the public regarding this item, so if I may have a motion for approval?
Motion for approval.
And I'll second.
All in favor?
I,
Second, oh, geez, I know. All in favor, yeah, well, I know. Any opposed? No. Thank you, the motion carries. And there is no further business, so may I have a motion to adjourn the meeting?
I will move.
Second.
So moved. This is short and sweet, everybody. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you. I like this project. I'm looking forward to seeing it.